It's something that I would actually quite like you to enlighten me towards, which is, if you wouldn't mind just explaining the concept behind creating a digital representative of a physical item in the real world. So in your case of fish, I know you've done your example, but really the example that you demonstrated at ConGeek really can be utilized for a variety of different things, like pretty much anything, really.
Yes.
Would you just mind running me through and us through again, just how you make that initial connection between a physical item and a digital item?
Right. So we create what we call the smart digital twins, which is simply just a digital representation in the blockchain. You could see it as a token. It's a kind of token, but not really anyway. It's, yeah. And what that digital token or twin is, then it is then representing a physical object. Just like you said, so our Uniswap enterprise blockchain platform is a general blockchain platform for any supply chain. And I realized that we can do so many things. We can track whatever product you think about, if that's medicine or cars or phones or food or you name it, and it can be traced. It's a supply chain. So that's why we decided to make one use case, just to have some focus to work on and to actually get the product out. And because we are in Norway, the second biggest export industry here is seafood. So we decided to make a small test case in seafood, which then resulted in the company seafood chain and the product seafood chain, which is running on top of the enterprise blockchain platform. So what we're doing, you said, then the connection between the physical object and the digital objects. So what we do is that we are creating an ID, just a number, digital ID, and we are connecting that to the physical object. So in case of fish now, if we talk fish farming, an egg is too small to identify itself, and in the industry itself, they identify the batches of eggs.
Okay.
And already today in their system, they already identify each batch with a number. So we just connect that number to our digital twin in a secure way. There are a different way of doing that, but it's all a matter of how we collect that information. We could, as we do now with SAP, for example, we collect that information directly from the SAP system, if they have it in there. We could also connect it from any other IT system, homegrown or specific IT system that they have, or if it's from RFID tags or just barcodes. So whatever technology they're using, we can incorporate that into our system. And there are also coming more and more technologies to make secure barcodes, secure RFIDs, and so on. But that is not really, a lot of people think that is a very, very hard problem to do that connection between the physical object and the digital. But if we are looking at just one physical object and one digital object, that's hard to connect. But when you start to have this in a whole network of events through the whole supply chain, you now start seeing patterns, and you see a chain of events happening. And now if you try to manipulate just one point, one object, one physical object, and try to let's say you have a salmon or you have a halibut, let's say a halibut, and now you are trying to sell that halibut with one ID. And if you try to use the same ID on another halibut, now suddenly the system will tell you this halibut is already sold. Has already went through certain steps in the supply chain. It has an origin.